Okay, so we're gonna use the handy dandy cardboard to create like a bracket thing for the LEDs. Alright, so I had this little small cutout that my buddy cut out real quick for me, and then so I set it up against the bolts for the hood. So I was thinking about making maybe the secondary bolt to be the attached mount. So the whole goal was to basically bend it, so have it up, bend it like so, and then bend it from right here, and then create like another angle. So the bottom bend should angle out to kind of line up with the hood curvature, and then bend the top portion to create pretty much the top bracket and create the mounting point for the LED. So I'm going to take off the bolt on the hood just to test it out, see how it looks with the hood down. Alrighty guys, so we made this little we hooked it up to the bolt that was right there just to test it out. So ideally it's going to be in an angle bend right there on the bottom. I don't think you could see it. So it'll be like an angle bend there, like I mentioned earlier, to kind of follow the curvature of the hood up, and then another bend with the angle as well, and then this on top. So this is going to be basically the whole bracket for it. And to see how it would look, let me back up. So I mean, it looks pretty good. I could always go back, or we could always go back and redo it, and learn from the first bracket, because ideally it's basically a template, and then it's going to help us learn too. Obviously they don't make a bracket for the speeds, so it's going to be custom. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see if we could create a bracket. Alright, so there was an issue that was noticed, how it would react to the hood opening. There seems to be a small gappage, but again, this isn't even so it's gonna be like about right there. But obviously this isn't even the final product or the material that's going to be used. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a use this template, create a bracket out of the sheet metal, and then see how it'll hold. Alright guys, so basically, this is going to be a template as mentioned before. So we're going to do the whole piece first, and then create the bends that we had marked. So it's going to sit like that. So we're going to try it out to see how it'll work out. So we're gonna bend it now. It's gonna be bented. The lines marked there to create that bend in an angle, because we tried to see how it'll sit, because there's a portion on the bottom that has to be trimmed. And yeah, it won't fit on there because it's too long, so we gotta bend it. Alright guys, so here's the somewhat getting close to the final thing. My buddy Morrow sanded this down. It's looking pretty good. Let me see if I can brighten it up a little bit. So there you go. Now it should sit this way. I'm going to install it right now so we can get more of an idea of how to bend the next portion and create like the bracket that create the overall bracket, the final bracket. This is technically this is going to be the template. Alrighty, there you go. You can see it's supposed to be bolted onto the actual bolt on the hood, and then it comes out through the back. This is pretty much the result. I'm gonna go ahead and close the hood up so we could see and check the clearance. Alright guys, so the hood's closed and it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It has just enough clearance as well from the actual hood, and there's like a little small gap. Now the next thing we gotta do is create the other bend in order to have the actual light sit. So we'll get that going and create the next bend on this, and then install the light to see how it's gonna look when it sits. So yeah. Alright guys, so we basically just figure out the next bend. It's gonna be basically like that. So it's gonna be basically the same as the bottom bend, and yeah. There it is. Now what we gotta do is figure out where we're gonna have the hole placed on the actual bracket here. If it focuses. Oh, there it is, right there. So we gotta figure out the hole placement on the top here. We might get it closer to the actual bend, just in case if there has to be some trimming along the top. Alright guys, so here we go. There's the bend. We had to fix an issue, but this is just a template. It's not going to be the final result, but so far it's pretty good. So let's go ahead and install it and see if the light sits on there perfectly, and yeah. Alright, so moment of truth. So that's what the light on there. It's not tightened down all the way. I gotta tighten it down. I just want to see how it'll look, but it looks pretty good to me. Just has to be slightly adjusted. It's a little slanted. I want them a little bit straightened out. So we're just gonna move it out a little bit. Let me go ahead and tighten it up first. I'll be back. Alright guys, so it's tightened down all the way. A few things that we discovered would be it's a little too thin, so probably gonna end up getting something a little bit thicker. It's a little bouncy, but it sits perfect. Well, it sits the way I want it to sit actually. But when I open up the hood, we already had this in mind, but it'll just hit the windshield wiper. So we're gonna try the other way. we're gonna do it, instead of having the flap on the back side, we're gonna do the flap forward and see how that sits like that. I like the way it sits with this way, but we're gonna try the other way. But that's probably gonna be a part 2 to this video. So if you guys wanted to see exactly how these get created or these get mounted on the car and wired, stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, guys, you guys have a good day. Have a blessed one. Enjoy the day we're having. And till next video, peace out.